Oh, beefy and slacking. I didn't even have my mic on. That's how slacking I am. All right, let's get things going here on the podcast broadcast. Welcome, everybody. I had to do 2 streams because I totally forgot. I already had a stream set up. I know that I'm a little backwards here, but we're getting things going.
It's the Blue Chew.
It's not the Blue Chew. Don't blame it on the Blue Chew.
I'm not. It's just
filthy mouth,
overloading.
or I'll fill it with a Blue Chew sponsored cock. That's how we're starting off the podcast today. I had to check.
Slow intro, bro.
Nice and easy.
Normally we have a theme song and everything. Like, no, we're going right here.
I'm gonna face you with my Blue Chew. Jesus.
All right, so we have a lot to get to, including we're gonna have a Mario Adrian on our podcast broadcast again. He's hilarious, model / comedian. We had Mario on the podcast broadcast a few months ago. I had a great time talking with him. He was a great guest, and he's actually performing at the Screening Room this Saturday. So I have that all set up. And then he also went viral because he had a hot take on the Trump assassination attempt, which, seems like a rookie mistake that only a foreigner would make. So I'm going to play that and, ask him how he's dealing with that, which is super fun. He dealt with it in stride. And, the irony was he's a German. Right. And he was trying to become a citizen. He became a citizen the day of the shooting on Saturday.
Really?
A U.S. citizen, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so the opening of his bit was like, do I really want this?
They take it away the day of. Like,
yeah.
Oh, God.
No. Like, he's like, gives it back. He's like, you guys are crazy. Yeah. Germany's looking really good right now.
Buyer's remorse.
Mhm. Of course, we got Chef Ken Foy back in the building.
Hey.
We're talking Iron Chef, and I should be pulling up information on what the hell Meet the Chefs is all about this year, because honestly they have pushed it back and details were kind of changing as they were working out.
It was quite fluid for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know it all, and I can't take all the blame for this because like they keep changing up the information. So let's see what they have. Well, okay, so they can sign up online, ironcheftucson.com, and you click on the application. Meet the Chef event is Sunday, August 25th from 4 to 6 at the TCC.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. It's good to know that information.
A solid date.
Yeah, a solid date.
We'll take it.
Yeah, and so that's what we'll talk about with Chef Ken. And then you just updated your menu as well. So is that updated on your website yet?
Of course not.
Yeah.
It's not how we do things at Dante's Fire.
Yeah. Is this summer inspired series?
Yeah, I mean, we got a Tucson twist of Nashville hot. We got melon and prosciutto, burrata caprese. So all of the nice.
I love that burrata caprese. I think I've had that from you before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like the burrata is nice and soft, because
Not very Blue Chew of you.
Yeah. It's a pre-Blue Chew cheese. But the burrata it's so creamy and it does melt in your mouth. And again, I'm not talking dicks. And
allegedly.
Yeah, but am I wrong? I mean, that burrata
so it's fresh mozzarella wrapped around ricotta.
Yeah.
So it's got that kind of more dense shell, but you put your fork in it.
Yeah, it just melts. It's like a spread almost. You know what I mean? Like you could spread it easier than cream cheese. And to have that as a caprese, you're talking 2-time reigning defending Iron Chef championship.
There's a tomato foam involved, bro. Come on.
You got tomato foam, bro?
Yeah.
Foam.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
We wanted to put blood oranges with it, but that became Trump's new nickname, so we had to go with regular citrus.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Might be too soon. It's like, because then you got to decorate the plate and comes with a side of shoes.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Because
What's with the sneakers?
Well, no, not the Trump sneakers are a whole nother thing. But you see, he got knocked out of his shoes on Saturday, and we found out why. Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
The reason why was Secret Service tackled him so hard when the shots rang out.
That flew off like a cartoon. That's how hard
Yes. And usually when you
Do you
hear
think
somebody,
the feet are small like the hands? Because that may have played a role.
no, he's a big man. I think the feet are big enough.
The next
right?
debate, that's the big discussion point.
No, what I was
tiny feet.
What I was looking
See
for
my little boy feet.
was lifts. I was looking for lifts because he's been known to wear lifts from time to time, and you really should as a politician. People don't vote for short people, So you want to be as tall as possible.
That's why I don't run for office.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
That's what's holding me back, actually.
If I run for office, I'm wearing like stripper stilettos, dude. I'm gonna be 6'8", looking like I played for the Suns.
I would vote for that.
Yeah,
Every bit of that.
Exactly.
Look at that confidence.
America would vote for that. Seriously. You got to be over 6 foot to be president of this country. But yeah, that's what we found out how he got knocked out of his shoes. He said he was bruised. He's like, "He got me good," in the arm. He's like, "Oh, got me good."
Right
Be like,
tackle.
yeah, you know who didn't get you good? That sniper. So that's good, right?
Yeah.
So at least Secret Service got you good. Good morning, Lindsay. Real quick, I want to share this off with my friends. Show this off with my friends. Now you're award winning. How many awards do you think you've accumulated over your run?
Dude, we need to get a trophy case. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
At Dante's.
The Saka trophies are over 10 now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So each Iron Chef competition comes with a cutting board and a statue. So there's 4 right there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Tucson Originals ones. There's our best of from the Arizona Daily Star.
Nice.
Dude, like we need a legit trophy case.
You damn right
a
you do.
hall, like a whole hall of just walking down and looking at things. Like,
this is the guy that hasn't been to Dante's, apparently. There's no hall.
Have you not?
I said you need one. You can put one in.
Build a hall, they will come.
hall in Dante. Call it Dante's Inferno.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Where would you put the hall? Inside Dante's, because you've been there so many
Outside of-
times.
I know guys in construction.
I
I know
know
a lot
guy.
of great guys.
You build it
Hey.
outside.
All right.
You build outside.
Yeah.
Make like a tunnel
shed.
going into
A shed.
like
Dante's
Dante's
shed.
right?
Dante's She Award Shed.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of Dante's on the inside?
The bar where I filmed when I did the competition.
Okay, he was there.
Uh-huh.
I was there.
The
Okay.
Jickeys.
You weren't there for a marijuana infused dinner hosted by Chef
I forgot
Ken and
about it.
Tucson
I was already too high.
Doobie. My God.
Oh boy.
Okay, but speaking of awards, the reason why I brought that up
Go for
is because Tucson Weekly's doing her best of again, right? And this year again, we got snubbed as a nominee because they're super
I
lazy.
get snubbed all the time. On the
Oh.
best chefs, like I was nominated many times and it never makes the final cut.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't surprise me because well, look, they're understaffed, and because it's been shrinking. That media, just
Yeah.
like all of it's been shrinking. So I have empathy for that. But what I don't have empathy for is laziness and copying and pasting when it's so obvious. I'll give you an example of this. As we look through the nominees that's available at Tucson Weekly, one of the nominees for best Instagram page is the Curious Cat. Yeah,
How
which she
curious.
basically stopped posting completely, and on top of that, like she moved, but she's still a nominee. Hold on, this is
All that
publicity.
digital
way.
stuff's garbage. Like Eater does it for best restaurants in Tucson,
Uh-huh.
and the number 1 restaurant in Tucson, according to Eater, is a food truck that hasn't been in business for 8 years.
Exactly,
Wow.
right?
Molecular Munchies.
Yeah, so I hate
Bro.
that. Hold on, we got somebody on the phone. I believe this is
That's
Alan.
amazing.
Alan, is this you or?
It is. He's waiting for you in the StreamYard.
I thought I got into the Mario StreamYard because I accidentally set up a different stream. Here, Alan, I'm going to send you another invite and tell him to get into this one instead.
Okay, you got.
Yeah, because I
you
messed
got
up on that. Thank you, though.
All right, thanks. Bye.
No worries. All right, so here I gotta email Mario. The reason why I say this is because I was bitching about not being nominated, but our streamers are the absolute best. And yesterday, Lindsay dropped off an award for me. Yes, along with a lovely note. Now, I apologize to streamers. I know you guys already seen this before, but I'm gonna reveal oh shoot, I think I've already damaged the corner.
Oh no.
Oh, that's okay, Lindsay. It's still good. Anyways, she sent me like a loving note, and I'm gonna share with you right here as we go right into it. She said, Beef, a couple weeks ago, you had mentioned how you could win some kind of award, or wish you could win some kind of award. So I'm presenting you with the best radio / podcast host in Tucson.
Nice.
On only the best, only the best is able to achieve this high level of Lindsay approvedness.
Oh, right.
Which checks out. Thank you for your time and your commitment every morning, unlike the place I ordered it from, who forgot to add the and symbol in the engraving, which some ways makes it better, right?
Oh, yeah.
And thank you again. So with love. And again, I can't thank you enough, Lindsay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
You want to see this
I
bad boy?
do.
Babuski.
Whoa.
Yes.
Shiny.
That's right, dude.
Sparkles.
It is a legit award, a plaque,
Professional.
something I could hang next to one of Chef Ken's many awards.
That's why you laid so many times. Put
Yes.
that up in your house.
And I was contemplating because I do have several awards like hung up at my house, right? Because I've won awards in the past because Phoenix recognizes greatness. Tucson's a little lazy. But anyways, with that, I was like, I could put this here, or I could put it in the studio and remind everyone who uses the studio.
Yeah.
Little Top Dog is. Yeah. There's a couple DJs
Woof,
that
woof.
pop up on here.
Oh, look
so,
at that.
Yeah, so I got to fit in right here on the podcast broadcast. You'll be able to see the award here in right behind me, and I thank you for that.
If there's
So-
any streamers that
That's
want to
cool.
make us a bust, that'd be cool too.
Oh, you mean a bust?
Like the little statue bust. The
Oh,
heads,
okay, yeah. I thought just like a
the
bust of
crown on
their,
it.
their breast or something.
Or
And just-
that.
Yes.
I mean,
Mhm, all
honestly, anyone want to do plaster cast of their boobs? We can put that in the studio as well. This studio's
I don't think
evolving.
plaster's the media you want.
Okay, wait, what would you use?
Not plaster.
Okay, well, I'm open for suggestions. You seem like the breast expert when it comes
You
to
know,
casting.
He's the breast guy.
I've been a fan of boobs from way back in the day.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it checks out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been drinking with you. I've heard boob talk here and there.
Boob talk.
I seen the eyes drift when boobs walk by. I'm like, oh yeah, I can recognize. He's a fan,
Yeah.
fellow big fan. Well, all right. We're about to get on the air here in about 30 seconds. But if you could think of a recommendation outside of plaster, then we would definitely want to know.
Okay.
Platinum.
Platinum. Ooh.
Okay. Can you afford like platinum to mold? And that's gonna be
Tiny
hot.
bust.
There's ways. Yeah. See, even Dot
Timu.
was like, "What kind of bust?" Right?
Oh.
Immediately. Yeah. I mean, you say bust. I'm sorry. You're thinking of something professional. We immediately say titties.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Waiting on Mario Adrian to join us on the podcast broadcast, which is completely my fault. I had some technical issues. And, I S the bed, which I do from time to time. But that's all right, because we are still hanging out with two-time reigning defending Iron Chef champion, Chef Ken Foy of Dante's Fire, talking about Meet the Chef competition, which I do have information for. And I wanted to share it on the FM side. And again, this is open for anybody who controls a menu in town, whether you own a food truck or a restaurant, or you're a
Yep.
chef at a
There's
restaurant.
only one caveat. It must be open to the public. So all your private club chefs are out.
Oh, is that an advantage for you then?
To some ways, but it's one of the reasons I'm no longer in the private club business, because no reviews in the newspaper, and private is private.
Really?
So
They make it like that, huh?
Yep.
In every scenario.
every way.
Wow. All right. Yeah. If you're and as a private chef, though, you make some pretty good money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Oprah
So
chef.
I guess they'll cry about it, but they'll dry their tears with $100 bills,
Yes.
crisp, and yeah. So that's for the Meet the Chef event, and the details of that is coming up here shortly. Actually, less than a month and a half away. It's going to be Sunday, August 25th. From 4 to 6 p.m. at the TCC. So bigger, better Meet the Chef event. So general public, you want to be a part of this. You want to be judges. You want to be able to taste all the great food that the chefs will be providing to compete for a chance to be the challenger to try to take away Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire's title of Iron Chef Tucson. Well, then you're going to want to join us by going to ironcheftucson.com. And if you're a chef and you want to sign up for this, you could apply there as well. ironcheftucson.com. Just click on the application in the lower left of the main page website to sign up. I might even do some active ingredient like recruiting. Who would you want that you haven't competed against? Because I know you're tight within the chef community.
I'm not a name guy, but I think we need a little more stack in the field. I think Devin was, like a really strong competitor, but I didn't see a whole bunch in the room past that. So
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of talent in town, so it's just finding the right guys.
Okay, so you got friends within the community, right?
Mhm.
So like a Chef Gary and stuff. Who's been Iron Chef before? Chef Travis Peters has.
Travis has done it before and
Yeah.
won it. I know Hickey's involved with it. I just don't know that he's ever competed.
Yeah.
Elefante's competed in one. Ryan Clark, obviously,
You know what,
times.
Chef Michael Elefante from Mama Louise's. He's never won Iron Chef, right?
I believe he has won it once.
Oh, damn.
100%.
See, I was going to use that as an angle to call him out. To call his manhood.
Damn it.
It's like, you can't just sit there, Michael, and say that you're a good chef and not try to go for this title.
He's had it. He's had it. I'm pretty sure.
But he hasn't had it twice.
He hasn't had it twice.
That's right.
That's me and the guy that used to own Acacia. God, what was his name?
Oh, I don't know. But I'll tell you what.
As soon as I remember his name, you'll know it.
You're working on Michael Jordan's status, and I look at you as big, not only a great franchise, Dante's Fire, which is not a franchise, but becoming a franchise based off the legacy. Looking for that three-peat would be a monumental deal.
It's huge.
So, are you looking to try to make it like 5 wins in a row? I mean, is there?
Here's what's happened before. I don't know. I don't run the deal. So, but last time Ryan Clark won his third, they retired him.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? But that was last time. That was a previous administration.
Last time, but you get it. For the health of competition, you can't always have the same winner.
Oh, yeah, well, you're like making everyone else look bad.
Yeah.
I want to see a tournament of champions. That's what I want to see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
See if we'll make that, we'll make that happen if I'm ever in charge of the organization.
You are going to be in charge of it all sooner or later, sir.
You're not wrong about that. All right, you can continue. We're going to continue the conversation on the podcast broadcast. Joining us will be hilarious comedian who we've had on the show before, and he's performing at the Screening Room this Saturday, Mario Adrian. I'm saying his name wrong always, but we'll be joined by Mario here, and we'll be back right after these words. So you can join us, youtube.com/bevegan, or keep it right here, Rock 102.1.
You got to win 3 years in a row, take a year off, and then come back and win 3 more.
What's your schedule like, Ken? You got time to hang out, or you got to work?
Yeah, I got nothing to do.
Okay, cool, good.
I got some o'clock in the afternoon.
Did you just take off the jacket for us, Mario?
I was you take it off, but then I was like, that's a weird timing. You know what I mean? You just put it on. It's showtime
back on.
I waited until he got naked. So Mario is a hilarious comedian and former model and a German who just became a U.S. citizen. Congratulations, Mario.
Thank you.
Hey.
Well,
And
not quite
you
green card, like step by step green card. First.
Oh, green card. Okay, you got a green card,
Yeah.
and you celebrated getting your green card by almost getting yourself canceled. So that's fantastic, and getting the internet all up in arms and stuff. That was fun. Can I play? Thing? Yes. Can I play this Trump thing?
That thing?
Okay. Now, you handled the response well, and obviously you're a comedian and you're looking at light on this. And I'll let your words speak for it. But this was the header is now, first off, Mario knows how to do social media. Has 466,000 followers.
Oh,
yeah. He knows how to crank out the content, constantly doing so. And so the header for this was German reacts to Trump shot. Okay, right off the bat. So here is what Mario had to say about the ironic timing of him getting his green card and former President Trump's assassination attempt. Check this out.
At Donald Trump at his last rally, and the same day my green card got approved. I don't know if I want it anymore. No, I think you keep it. Also, how did they miss this bad? You Americans, you train with guns since you are 11 years old, yeah? And when he was shot, everybody was chanting USA, USA, and Trump lifts up his arm. It looks like a Hitler salute. I mean, it's very triggering, Imagine the Germans did that, somebody shoots at Frank-Walter Steinmeier, our president, and then all the Germans go, Deutschland! It would never happen. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, or German. The fact is that horrible things are happening in this world. And this time, it's not us Germans. Finally, not us being the big boobies. This country. I will go back to Germany. Somebody just shot me.
And then from there, like gangbusters, you got plenty of reaches. Right off the bat because you know when something's going to react well as far as getting reach within the first hour of you posting it.
Oh yeah, and especially if it's polarizing, when there's two, like when people are fighting in the comments, then it's actually good for engagement. I'm usually not very political and I stay out of that stuff, but it's so funny that how divided America is, because I went to the 4th of July in LA and I dressed up. I don't know if you saw the photo. I dressed up in a full America onesie with an eagle, an America hat, and like a Bud Light. And I went full American, and people were like, "Oh my God, he's a white supremacist." And then the next week I post this video and people are like, "Get the fuck out of this country. If you don't like it here, go back to where you came from." Like, what? It's crazy. Like, you get all sides of the
welcome to America,
argument. It's wild, dude.
Yeah, that is crazy. So I think I have it. You're talking about this shot right here.
No, actually, similar.
Different one.
Similar. No, I didn't post it on my Instagram, but I will.
Okay.
It's like even crazier. I had a full onesie with America socks with eagles, like the most American. Like I was Americaned out, and yeah. And I posted it on my story, and I think then my green card got approved right after. So I was like, maybe that had something to do with
That's
it, you
what
know?
did it.
Yeah,
Like,
it went viral.
guy.
Yeah, it went viral to the right places. And like, I like this guy. Give him a green card. He can hang for a little
He
bit.
can come in.
Yeah. Hey, well,
Let him in.
You know what?
Exactly.
Based off his attire choices, let him vote. That might work out for us, you know. So how's the tour been going? Tour's been going good, huh?
It's been awesome, dude. It's so funny going to these random places in America. My favorite so far was Florida. Was hilarious. Florida was hilarious.
Yes. Got to be weird, right?
Because I've been to Miami before, but I never drove through Central Florida. So we went to a Cracker Barrel in Central Florida.
Oh, those are two different cultures.
Yeah.
South
Right?
Beach and Central Florida do not cooperate with each other.
Because I thought Florida was just like Pitbull and like people in Speedos and like, music and all that and Cuban stuff. But no, it was like everybody was like 1,000 years old at the Cracker Barrel. It was somewhere between Tampa and Miami. And I was like, what are you guys doing here? Shouldn't you all be running for president or something? You know, they were like 100 years old. And, I even got one. I got a copy of the Constitution at Cracker Barrel. They sell them. There's a merch stand.
In Florida? Really?
Yeah.
Show it to me. Yeah, show it to me.
It's I don't know where did I put it. I think
That's so funny that you got that too.
There it is, man. Copy of the Constitution straight from Cracker Barrel.
Upside down, Mario.
That's
So
insane.
I got a fried steak with a side of Constitution. You know, I feel like I'm a full American now.
Amazing.
That is so funny.
You're more American than all of us in here. That's great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So are you telling me that you didn't notice one BBL inside the Cracker Barrel in Central Florida as opposed to Miami, which I'm sure you see all over the place, the Brazilian butt lifts?
Well, I think at the Cracker Barrel they would have needed them more. You know what I mean? Because it was like all 90-year-olds, old ladies.
Right.
Yeah. But wild place. Also, the food was so funny because I asked them, I was like, do you guys have a salad on the menu? And this is what she said. The waitress, she was like, no, we got rid of it because of COVID.
Oh. What?
I didn't understand. Like it was like
The correlation does not exist.
freezing.
Yeah.
And then I got a what's it called? Grandpa's old country fried breakfast bowl.
Yes.
It was like fried eggs,
Their
fried
version of a
apples.
salad.
Yeah.
Have you had this?
No, well, I have Chef Ken Foy here, who's right there. So he's an actual chef, owns a fantastic restaurant. When you're in Tucson, you definitely should check it out. It's called Dante's Fire. So
We have salads.
Yeah. Oh, salads. That's how nice his restaurant is. Salads with various lettuce options, including spinach. But he was
what
saying,
about COVID? You don't care about COVID?
We don't care about
The lettuce seemed to go fine through COVID.
yeah,
As long as it's not a salad bar per se, you're fine.
I know, such a funny response. Like we got rid of salads during COVID, and then Chef Ken was saying the Grandpa's Country Fried Bowl is basically Cracker Barrel's version of a salad.
Oh, that's a Cracker Barrel salad. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A side of
And
coronary
instead of
disease.
dressing you with gravy on top of it all, it was
Yes.
Yes. I felt I
Yeah.
had one bite of it. I'm a Republican now. It was crazy.
I mean, that's a beautiful part of being a touring comedian too, is because you're on the road and you're seeing and meeting people and learning about all the different cultures and realize I don't think, America does get the like the distinction of being a cultural place really from outside the world, right? From other places looking in, they say, oh, okay, it's still, somewhat of a new country, so they don't have any culture. When you look through America itself and, all the different states,
Regional cultures.
regional
Oh my
cultures,
God.
yeah, it's very rich with differences. Essentially, it's their own little countries, much like Europe.
So different. It's like you drive from Germany to Italy. I mean, that's, I think, kind of equivalent to the difference between like New Orleans and Arkansas. I think it's so different.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's almost like they're speaking a different language as well, with how thick and verbiage and slang, right?
If you have a New Yorker talking to a Texan, they do not.
Yep.
They do not speak the same language.
Yeah. So,
100%.
so you're learning a lot of this stuff, and you definitely earn that green card, and you're becoming a professor of America. So
Professor, yeah.
You're,
His
you're
new title now.
more traveled than I am, so I'm almost like Mario. Teach me about America.
Teach us.
What have you learned so far that
What's
is
it like?
pros and cons?
Well, it's because you kind of like, when I had the same thing in Europe. I didn't really want to travel in Europe because I grew up there. It's so accessible, But for me, when I go to America, and people don't relate to this, but to me, going to a Cracker Barrel is like a museum, That is American
It
culture.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get this when you guys see your castles in Europe, I have the same feeling at Denny's. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's so
When
new
I was
for us, and
driving-
that is- yeah.
When I was driving from DC out here, we did a bet on the way and counted Cracker Barrels.
And how many did you
Oh,
get
no.
into?
234.
Whoa.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd never been to one. So it's a US wide thing, not just in the South.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, we have one here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have some here. What about
So when you come here, we'll go back to one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What about Waffle House? Oh, hold on. Let's get back on the air here. So let me reset the table.
Waffle
and
House.
yeah. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. On the stream, very special guest who we've had on the show before, and you've probably seen them if you join us on social media or the podcast broadcast. He's performing at the Screening Room this Saturday. We got a hilarious comedian, Mario Adrian, joining us here, and we're talking about, he's originally from Germany. Right. And he recently got his green card, but he's been doing this, comedy tour all over the country here since we've talked with him. We actually initially talked with him before he was to set out and do a bunch of shows, and he's going coast to coast, and he's discovering America in real time and being able to experience the culture and basically visit every Cracker Barrel that he comes across.
Mhm.
And learns a lot there. And we were going to ask you about Waffle House. Have you stopped by a Waffle House yet and seen the beautiful Americana culture that's hidden in that gem?
I have. We also stopped at a Waffle House. I thought I had to because I watched so many videos. I think one comedian had a bit, Gaffigan. He said he's seen guns 4 times in his life. 3 of those times was a Waffle House. So
Yeah.
I gotta see them.
That checks out. That checks out. Absolutely. And in fact, continue.
So yeah, I went to Waffle House. Similar experience. Also didn't have a salad. Surprisingly, there was not a single vegetable on the menu. But
Yeah.
the thing that got me, and that was as a German, a little triggering. I got I went with my friend who was touring with me, and he got a breakfast sausage. And I looked at it, and we Germans, we are somewhat, very, we know about sausages. We
Sausage
are like the kings.
aficionados.
Mhm.
We are the sausage kings. We're the sausage sirs or whatever. And it was like it was squashed. It was not a sausage. A sausage has 2 ends. So I felt it was like clickbait. It was like fake news. I don't know what happened. But so to me that was crazy. And the fact that you had it was breakfast house, and you had for breakfast we had a double Angus deluxe cheeseburger double plate. It was so American. It's very strange, but it's not a breakfast place, right? It's like an all day kind of thing.
It is all. It's actually 24 hours. The
Got
fun fact about Waffle House is that the country, National Weather Service, and the government can gauge on how bad a natural disaster is based on whether or not the Waffle House has remained open. And they legitimately, this is how they could tell. If an area got flooded,
Maps on,
Yeah.
red ones are ones that are not open because of natural disaster.
Yeah, not only is that a public website, but the government actually uses that as a tool to be able to gauge how bad the situation is on the ground. Say, is Waffle House still open? Okay, we're good. Oh, Waffle House is closed? Uh-oh. We better send in the National Reserve.
Send them all.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't realize the importance of Waffle House for the safety of this
Yes.
country.
Yes,
They are a barometer of our health and happiness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the pulse of our country.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Mhm. You got to check it. Like, oh.
That is amazing. But that is only in the South, right?
No,
Oh.
everywhere.
Here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Big in the South.
I've been living in a
Huge in the
bubble
South.
here in LA. I've been missing out on life. What is happening? No, I want
I
to.
know.
Now I got to know if there's a Waffle House in LA.
There is.
There has
You have to go
right?
quite a
Really?
while, but yeah, there's one
Okay,
there.
cool. LA version of Waffle House. Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
Because I want to I'm starting these videos like German goes to Taco Bell for the first time. German goes to a baseball game. So I want to do all these things. I had my first peanut butter jelly sandwich last week for my new
Really?
YouTube channel. I never had one
Oh.
before. We don't have that in Germany. No.
What?
No, we have real food. We have
Really?
real
How dare you,
Germany,
sir?
you
There
cut the
is some
crust,
real
Germany,
food in
we trust
America,
only.
sir. You're in LA. Go to Felipe's.
Yeah.
What is that,
Real
Felipe's?
cool.
Yeah, it's it used to be a movie star hangout. They specialize in French dip sandwiches. So roasted meat on
yeah.
rolls. It's awesome. They have like a leg of lamb one and stuff. Get there.
I think you
They have to
name
wear
it
gas masks when they're making the mustard because it's so spicy it burns their
Oh,
nostrils.
jeez.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, we're on the air, so don't say that again. But
That's my bad.
here's a quick update on Waffle House. It does not exist in California.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even close. The Waffle House are mainly in the southern states, with a few in the Midwest and Arizona. So we're
That's as far as we
essentially-
get.
Yeah, we're basically the south of the Southwest, right?
Yeah.
I just figured they were everywhere because
There's-
we'll see them everywhere.
I think it's the density of cowboys.
Yeah. No,
Oh, there's a cowboy Waffle House ratio. That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, so you got to try that. And it's great. There's a lot of first times that you are able to do, being a former or a German citizen living in America and stuff. And I'm surprised that peanut butter and jelly is not one of those staples.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else have you tried that's the first time only here in America because that you don't get in like European culture?
I mean, one thing that just comes to mind is like Thanksgiving. I went to my friend's house and they had like this casserole thing with marshmallows on top, which blew my mind. Like
Potato casserole.
Yeah, sweet potato casserole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like marshmallow is such a form. We don't have marshmallows either. Oh yeah, s'mores. Never had s'mores before. I mean, I have now, but that was something I never had in Europe. There's so many things, dude. Like taco.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not really. It's like Mexican, right? But like, I had my first taco when I was 22 years old in California at Coachella Music Festival at like a vendor, and I didn't know what it was. Because
Did it blow your mind?
We have a Turkish version of it, but we don't have Mexican. We don't have as many Mexican people in Germany, so we don't, get the privilege of having Mexican food. So,
Right.
Just you wait.
just you wait.
Oh yeah.
There's a tunnel being
coming
built there
over.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so did the first taco that you ever had, even though it was a Coachella taco, did that blow your mind? It had to have, right?
Yes, and
No, that's a no.
I don't know. Listen, maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but I don't want to make some enemies. But like in Germany, the thing is we don't have a lot of spicy food, so sometimes I cannot handle it as well. So Mexican food is not my personal favorite. Also
Okay.
I had Taco Bell after that also, and tacos whenever I had it, like 5 out of 10 times, I've had like really bad stomach issues after. But that might just be Taco Bell specifically. But I had Taco Bell twice, and
The Taco Bell plays into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's part of the
yeah.
American experience.
Yeah.
They changed
After
their
you're-
slogan, run to the bathroom, to run to the border, just to make it more acceptable. But
After 30 or 40 times, you become immune.
Yep.
yeah,
You'll get there. You'll get there.
yeah, you got to get that
That's-
American gut.
That's
The
I
biome.
think I'm not. Once I get my citizenship, maybe I can handle it. But for now,
Yeah.
I'm still a little European weasel. Yeah.
You know what it is.
As long as you're washing it down with a blue Mountain Dew, you're okay.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know what the problem is with Mario not being able to accept that Taco Bell and stuff. He has abs. The guy is a model. He works out. So you get rid of the abs. The next thing you know, you'll be able to absorb all the fast food and feel great. It's the abs that make you feel sick and reject the fast food.
All right. I have a
Maybe
moral
I gotta
issue with
really become
tacos being
American.
fast food.
Uh,
In the lowest common denominator, they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
All tacos.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Well,
but
is there something in Tucson when I go? Like, I'm gonna be there in like a couple of days. Anything I should try there in terms of like
El Rustico.
the staple or something like that?
yes, Mario, I will make sure
Oh yeah,
to
we got you.
point you in the right directions because Tucson is not only a city of gastronomy, they're recognized for their culinary skills here with their restaurants and stuff, but arguably the best Mexican food in the United States, especially if you like Sonoran style Mexican food.
Yes.
So
So not Tex-Mex that they have in Texas. This is the real deal.
yes, so and it's almost like just throwing out a dartboard. It's hard to miss, and there's so many great locations that I'll definitely point you in the direction of a few, and even host you in some tacos because I look forward to seeing you in person when you perform this Saturday at the Screening Room. I'm sure there's maybe a couple tickets still available, screeningroom.com, and you have 1 or 2 shows that are happening this Saturday.
Just one show, and after I'm going to Phoenix after the next day, but just one
Okay.
show, one night
One
only.
show this Saturday.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Efficient. Yeah, you're doing a weekend
German.
run. I know. He's like the Jetta of touring comedians, you know, or Mercedes Benz, maybe. Anyways, with that, is it a 7 p.m. show, 8 p.m. show?
That's a good question. I should know this. I think it's a 7 p.m. show, but let me check real quick. Tucson. Yeah, my routing is also not very efficient. I'm kind of have to apologize. It's called the German Efficiency Tour, but I went from Florida to Arizona, back to Boston. So yeah, actually, it's a 9:30 show. So after your dinner on Saturday, you can check it out.
I know a good place to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. You go dinner at Dante's Fire, Chef Ken's restaurant, and then make your way down. You're talking like the ultimate date night for sure. And the hilarious comedian Mario Adrian.
There'll be some high batting averages with that combo.
Yes. It's a good way to seal the deal. And the screening room, you're going to enjoy that room. It's very comfortable. It's a great stage, and great acoustics there too. So it's one of my favorite venues in town. It's intimate, but it still has enough room in there to pack them in. So that's screeningroom.com to get those tickets with comedian Mario Adrian. We're going to continue the conversation on the podcast broadcast and be back with more right after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Do you have peanut butter?
That's the first time the dump button has come up.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, it happens. Sometimes you got to hit that dump. It's
Germany banned peanut butter in 1995.
Oh, peanut butter. No, I
She's
don't
asking.
Peanut butter.
He's never. We have like
Are you lying? You joking?
I'm joking. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? He's like, actually, yeah, 1997, actually.
Response to the great peanut famine,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID. Exactly.
What are you saying here, Mario?
Huh?
Oh, what are you saying? What's a good question?
The peanut butter.
I don't know.
She was asking if they have
peanut
it
butter. We have when I grew up, my mom is a beekeeper, so we have like honey, and that's something we have, and we have butter. Like I was milking cows when I was younger. I just grew up also in a rural place, maybe in big cities now where it's becoming more Americanized. People have peanut butter, but generally more like healthy people now in Berlin have almond butter and all this stuff, cashew butter. But it's not a part of culture at all.
The praline paste is huge. It's huge in Europe.
Praline paste?
Yeah. Which is
praline
made with hazelnuts.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Praline paste?
Yes, like Nutella. We have that. True. Nutella. That's like something we have. Yeah. But also cereal. We don't have all your cereal that you have in America. We have like muesli, like oatmeal with like nuts and stuff. That's what I had.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have healthy shit.
You guys don't poison your citizenry like we do.
I spent an hour and a half down a rabbit hole on the History Channel. And one of the things that was on the playlist yesterday was lunchbox tech. And so all the stupid American lunch items, from Lunchables to sliced American cheese to the fruit roll up, and all the garbage that made life easier and people obese.
That's what we did. Seed oils.
Yeah.
That's capitalism.
The peanut butter and jelly sandwich was on there with the Wonder Bread.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That did not become popular till after World War II.
Wow. Are you a fan of the peanut butter and jelly now after you had it?
I was not a fan of the bread.
Unpopular take.
So peanut butter itself, I like. Also the jelly. I don't know why it's called. I didn't know what jelly was because we have marmalade. You have jam, jelly. I don't know what jelly was. Like a jellyfish. What is jelly? So I didn't know what that was.
Jellyfish.
And then I think the combo peanut butter and something sweet is awesome. The peanut butter I'm a big fan of, but the bread, I just can't. Like I grew up with German bread, so your American bread, it tastes like it's like a sponge. It's like I could wipe the table with it. It's kind of like there's no texture to it. It's just like it dissolves. It's very weird. It's not real. That's the one thing that got me. I think I want to try peanut butter jelly sandwich, but with German bread, because I think our German bread is just a little superior. I think it has more like density. And
Chef Ken's not arguing, but I'm like, well, you're even sourdough, multigrain, or you just talking about like
commercial bread is commercial bread.
Yeah,
I got the OG bread. I went to Target and I asked somebody at Target, "Hey, what's the typical bread for peanut butter jelly?" I got all the ingredients.
We're starting out all wrong here. We're at Target. And we're asking an employee at Target.
To get the full experience.
Going to get good.
Failed from launch.
You are talking to a chef now, Mario. That's why.
I'm sorry. I feel like because I'm focusing on the like really lower end of American culinary, experiences.
You want the real experience.
Yeah.
The horrible, horrifying real
America
experience.
excels at the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it's known for, to be honest. It's like
Yeah.
the cereal, the fast food, and I don't think of America in terms of like the high. You have honestly, obviously, amazing restaurants, but we Germans, we think of America in terms of like burgers, fries.
Everybody eats a
that kind of
burger.
thing.
Burgers.
Everybody
Yeah.
eats a burger,
Beer.
drinking a Slurpee, cleaning their handgun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Chain
honestly,
smoking.
that's generational, like it's institutionalized in us, so
Mhm.
growing up and stuff. And I feel like I would hope, I know myself and others, you kind of see the culture changing a little bit the more we know about all the poison that we grew up in and all the nonsense of people eating cleaner and figuring out
Yep.
that out.
Mhm.
But at the same time, in times of like economic like hardship, then we fall back into those cheap options, which is all the shit and
Sometimes
poison.
it's not about money, it's about time. I mean,
Yeah.
when I'm in a rush, that McDonald's cheeseburger, I was like, I know I can get in and out of there in 3.5 minutes.
Tell you what, I did have a double cheeseburger, not like last week, dude. I went through McDonald's, so
Yeah.
I can't even speak on that. I'm just like, I know I can eat better, and
Yeah.
I know it's the same price as like Gray's, right, or
Yeah.
something like that, like a place that's not a little fast
Yeah.
food restaurant. But I'm just like, something about that double hits differently, man.
Yeah.
Not even double. That's In and Out.
It's that soda, man. They chill the syrup.
Yeah.
Ooh, is
But
that
it's
what it
exciting
is?
with him coming to Tucson though, because now it's a chance to really kind of expose him to like the creme de la
Yeah.
creme, like some really good food.
He'll have a whopping 8 hours or something. How long are you in town?
Well, I think I'm flying in Saturday, and then I'm leaving Sunday. But I'm flying in the morning, so I have like a whole afternoon kind of. I made sure always to fly in the morning, so I have like a whole day.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you're renting a car. Then you land, you rent a car, and then you do your
Yeah.
show, and then you drive to Phoenix.
Yeah, we're gonna drive to Phoenix. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. You say we, so you bring in your opening act with you?
Yeah, it's a friend I'm touring with. His name is Clay. He's from New York as well. Or he's from
Okay.
New York, and yeah, I'm touring with him. It's a good combo. So we have like yeah.
Nice.
It's the American and the German.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
He's also
I'm
Jewish,
definitely.
so it's like a good good balance.
Wait a second. You're
Yeah.
telling me a comedian from New York is Jewish? That's crazy.
It's only half of them.
Crazy.
I think it was redundant to add that party, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Like, oh, what? Yeah, and that's your childhood? Yeah, and he's funny? And he's got a sense of humor?
Unheard of.
Opening
Ah.
for the German comedian.
I was gonna.
Okay.
I was gonna.
I'm
ask him
paying
too
him
about his,
reparations. I'm taking him out to dinner. We're doing what we can.
There
you go.
Does he
I'm
bring it up
paying
every
for his
now and
Waffle
then?
House order. Yeah.
There you go.
He's like, hey, can you buy me a drink? You're like, well, why don't you get your? And he's like, you know why? You won't buy me a drink?
I think after everything, that's the least you can do.
That's fair. All right, here you go. Here's another drink.
What can I do?
The one thing too with Germany, I think we're having friends of the show more or less from Germany now. It's kind of funny. We talked to a band called Electric Callboy months back.
Mhm.
They're from Germany. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're familiar with them.
You know, Mario's been in America for so
I
long,
guess.
honestly.
Yeah.
And
But
doing circles.
We did talk to them afterwards. We kind of laughed about Oktoberfest, about how it's so huge over here culturally. We try to bring that kind of spirit of Germany over here during Oktoberfest.
But
And they were
America
telling
does.
us they don't over there at all, or it's barely a thing.
Well,
Or they
it's
do,
really-
obviously, but it's not like spread.
No, it's specifically in Bavaria and one region of
Mhm.
Germany, like the southeast of Germany, close to Austria. That's where it is. Germany, nobody wears lederhosen in Germany except for Bavaria, by the way. So nowhere else. That's all the Germans are known for. The same with America. When I think of America, I think of like cowboys with guns and chicken wings.
Yep.
That's not all of, and then you don't see that in Chicago, so like it's the same in you have these stereotypes that are kind of limited to a specific region. We think Germany, we think about America, we think about Texas. That's truly what it is. That's like our idea of Americans, which is only like a small part of the country,
We're gonna take you horseback riding when you come down here.
Really?
Take him to the guest
Yeah,
ranch.
brother.
Yeah, let's take them. Get the cowboy experience.
You
How
want
much
to
America
know?
can we do in one day? I love it.
Right, exactly.
Well, here let's do some current American modern history. Right, speaking of Texas, because I found this wildly interesting. And Texas essentially tries to operate as its own country within a country.
Yeah.
Right.
Their secession plans.
Yes, and we know about their power grid, and of course self-sustaining, and they just have people, a couple million people in Houston without power for about 72 hours. Not great. Well, there was a recent survey that ranked the states for quality of life. Which states were the best for quality of life? Right, and topping that list, not Texas.
Oh,
In fact,
Chicago.
actually, Texas tops the list for the worst state for quality of life.
Oh wow.
And this includes stuff like healthcare and worker protections.
I lived there for 18 months and I could test that it is the worst place to live.
Right, dude, which is crazy too, because also Texas during COVID, because it became like a political talking point, right? They had 457,000 people migrate there. Other Americans from outside, a lot of Californians, whatever the case.
Oh, half of LA is in Texas now, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? Joe Rogan movement. Oh, no, I'm not going to be no libtard. I'm going to Texas. We'll live better and free. And it turns out freedom comes with a price, and that's your quality of life. And like, it is that bad to where out of 50, to be number 50 out of 50, we rank better in Arizona. Not by much, but better.
47 and a half.
The top 10 states for quality of life. The number 9's tied 4 ways. New York is in there, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut. So just count the East Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
California is number 8. Hawaii obviously is on there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Tropical paradise, fucking pineapples, weed,
Blah, blah, blah.
Oregon, right? Washington. Now we're all talking Pacific Coast here. We're talking West Coast. We're representing strong. Then Washington, Minnesota, by the lakes there. New Jersey's on that list, number 3.
Okay. I'm having problems with this list.
There's
So many different levels.
Hold on. Coming in number 2 for the lobster roll, Maine. All right. And number 1 and quality of life, you know, this is a super white state.
Maryland?
Vermont. Yeah.
Oh, Vermont.
Okay. So what we're saying is we're good on the coasts, and the rest of the country can just,
Good luck.
yeah.
Enjoy your Waffle House.
And if you're dead smack dab in the middle and the southernmost, you're the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But okay, so Texas scored low scores for reproductive rights, healthcare, voting rights, and exclusiveness and worker protections. You know, so that's based off this study and survey. So we'll see if there's.
I lived in Jersey. There's no reason that should be on the list.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're back here on the podcast broadcast. We just went over the best U.S. states for quality of life, and the worst being Texas was a surprise. But brought that up because a comedian, Mario Adrian, who's going to be performing at the Screening Room this Saturday, mentioned that for German, you know, because he's a German citizen, naturally born in Germany, living in America, just got his green card. But German always like think of America as Texas. That's the branding that Texas has, the branding power. And I mean, it's massive. It's huge. It's not the biggest state. You know, don't forget about Alaska. I know a lot of you dummies do, but you know, are you contemplating it? You're like, wait a second.
No, I mean, square miles probably.
Yes.
Population definitely not.
No, population definitely not. But if you're gonna go population, then you're gonna look at like New York as the biggest state
Compared to Texas?
Yeah, I think so.
Fact check.
Yeah, Google
California.
Rico, I need
California is
you to Google that.
definitely
Jamie,
beating
pull
New
that
York.
up
Oh
for me.
yeah. California
California
is.
beating New York by a mile.
Yeah,
For
for sure.
sure. The density
Yeah.
population of New York City is great, but
Yes.
the rest of it, I mean, my dad grew up in Plattsburgh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah. New York
nothing
City,
up
yeah.
there.
A lot of farmland. Yeah, no, California has the most people in the country for sure, by far. I forgot about that. But, you know, a lot of Californians, a lot of people migrated to Texas thinking they were going to have a better quality life than living in California because of political talking points. And again, it's rhetoric. It's mostly rhetoric and everything. You still living in LA. Mario, you enjoy, I mean, besides the overcrowdedness of Los Angeles, I'm sure you didn't mind a few people leaving LA, to be honest with you. But you still enjoy living in California, or is that like perfect weather, sunshine, beaches, and like hot women bringing you down?
It's too much. It's too much, dude. I think it's not. No, I'm actually serious about this. And it sounds weird, but I think it's too perfect here, and it makes people weak. I sound like my mom. So my mom is a pretty alpha German woman. She's a lumberjack. You know what I mean? So kind of maybe she drilled that into me. But like, I like the East Coast. I would live, but my wife is here, and I think for comedy too. I would live in New York in a heartbeat. I like the East Coast better. Whenever I tour the East Coast, like even Boston, I like DC because it's real. I love green too because I grew up in a forest, so I like that. So I truly do miss. Same in Arizona, you have like it's very warm and like sunny every day. I do miss rain. I do miss
Understatement. You're coming in July. You're about to find out the hard way, son. Yeah.
You ever been
I
cremated before?
posted a video today actually about German roasting Arizona. So I made a lot of jokes about that. I was like, oh, where's Arizona on the map? And it's like this map where it's like Arizona, it's the Earth, the sun, and then Arizona in the middle.
Nailed it.
Jokes about that. Yeah, it might not be the best call coming there in July, but I'm excited. I can. I'm putting my SPF 70
Usually,
sunscreen.
the tourist trade is more in the December time of the year.
Yeah, yes.
No, I figured.
Just drink a lot of water. You'll be fine.
Just come slathered with sunscreen when you show up.
Yeah,
Look like that.
I'll just evaporate. But no, I do miss rain. I do miss the cold, and I do miss seasons sometimes. And I think California is also a little. It's a little too nice, and I miss shitty weather. It's just I feel at home, I feel cozy, and I don't get that here. It's too perfect, you know. People
Yeah,
are not
no, I
working.
get that. So basically, yeah, living in paradise will make you soft, but you got to have the nitty gritty of like the subways and a big city like New York harden you up. It'll make you a better comedian just because you have more adversity. So,
I think so.
Yeah,
Don't get comfortable.
yeah, don't get too comfortable.
I feel too
in your
comfortable.
paradise.
Truly, in LA, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
See,
it.
he knows.
Yeah, I get it. And maybe that's why so many people left to go to Texas because now they're facing all the adversity. Just weather and lack of resources.
Hey, when I moved out of DC, I left the snowblower, I left all the shovels right there in the garage. I was like, that I don't require anymore, and I was happy to do so.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, once you live through that, I guess you're like happy for a change.
Yeah.
We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast. Be back with your beef tip after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
America.
Yeah, did you find stats of how many people are actually
Oh no,
in
I thought
States?
the science was settled
It's
already.
California, Texas, Florida, New York, Pennsylvania.
California,
Florida. I always forget how big Florida is.
Yeah.
Florida's massive. Yeah. I mean, and that's why you could do a tour of Florida for essentially an entire month there. You know what I mean? You're going city to city, right, Mario?
Yeah, I did 4 cities. I did Tampa, Miami, Naples, and Winter Haven, which is the random one out there. But
Oh,
that was wild. That was the
Why?
wildest crowd of them all. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why was that the wildest crowd? Because it's just middle central Florida.
I think so, and it was weird because the people who showed up. I mean, it's maybe it's also like my crowd, but there was like a group of 3. Do you know what furries are?
Wearing the Git mask.
Yes.
Git mask.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the clip? Okay, so I saw this. I saw this when you posted it. Which clip was
Oh yeah, it's an Instagram clip up. Yeah, I
They came to
posted
your
like
show.
maybe a week ago or so. It's like these guys who had like they were wearing like a dog mask,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
they were fully. And when I would talk to them, they would howl. You know, they would laugh instead of laughing. They'd be like, you know, it was like
Is
that
this
was
one
Winter
right?
Haven for you. Oh, that's
Oh.
no, that's
Oh, no,
that's a
yeah,
meme.
Sure, yeah.
If you go down,
I finished fast. No,
no, that one.
Bitch, I said hi.
the one that says "Where's let's fucking go."
Okay,
Okay.
got you. Okay, yeah, no, he's not joking about
Oh,
this.
no.
So this makes so much more sense
Oh,
now that
Florida,
it's Central Florida. But imagine you're a stand-up comedian, you get on stage, you look into the crowd, and in the front row, you see these 3 chilling. All right, so check this out.
Going to be great at shooting guns. But you guys gay?
Yeah.
You shoot guns?
All the day.
You all the day. Oh my god, that's like a whole new level. Oh my god.
AR-15.
Holy shit. You are more southern than you are gay. Let's fucking go.
Little animals as a child.
You shooting little animals? Now that is less cool. That is concerning. I think that is less cool. Wait, what animals are we talking?
Squirrels, pheasants, birds, whatever.
Whatever? Just on a killing spree out there, goddamn. So did you grow up in Florida here?
You know what's messed up about that is he would shoot animals and then he became one.
Right.
So this guy's like a fucking serial killer.
Ugh.
That's your, it's basically like a human killing a bunch of other humans. Dog man killed a bunch of fucking squirrels. Be like, dude, yeah, that's a,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What we
It's like
do
Jeffrey
here.
Dahmer killing a bunch of black guys. It's still, same species now. Okay,
I should
I
have
went
said
too
that on
far.
stage with the "you are an animal." Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see the correlation there, but like you're
Yeah.
telling me you murdered a bunch of animals and you became an animal? Is that the guilt that you carry from your childhood, and then you still fuck them? Did you kill them and fuck them? Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, Florida.
Just stop the show immediately. Like I have so many questions. I
Yeah.
have so many questions.
Florida will do that to you.
Yeah.
It's like you, sir, are a freak, and I'm German, so to make me feel like you're a freak,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother level of freakiness.
Yeah, but they were so sweet though. Like after the show, they
I'm
were like,
sure.
"Can we take it? We love your content." It was just so funny. You know what I mean? It was like, Oh my God, they still text me. It was and the whole crowd, because it was divided. It was like all these like very kinky, and then a group of like a lot of I think gay guys from Orlando came in, and they were all so fun. And then on the other side, there was just like an old couple. They were like 85, you know what I mean? Like Florida couple. So it was like such a divided room. It was so funny. It was like those rooms are sometimes the best though, when you have like the most unlikely combination of audience members that you can imagine.
Oh yeah,
So Florida has that. You know, crazy people, then also just like old people. It was really funny.
Crazy sums it up.
Crazy and old.
Crazy and old.
So when you met those guys afterwards, did the dog ask you to pet him? Did you pet him?
Feed him a treat?
Yeah.
Kept your distance.
These are honest questions.
No. But they still like whenever they message me, they also message in like the dog howling noises. They go like,
oh no,
you know, it's. I've never met like actually or never talked to furries. So,
sure.
This is a viral moment that caught a lot of people's attention. This is Mario flexing and impressing Katy Perry on American Idol, showing off the skills there, and has that pin. So I just want to show this on how to catwalk. Katy Perry has some controversy right now because she just released a video, a sexualized video showing off the girls. She tried to explain that it was satire and not in a positive way. I was going to react to it today, but I think we ran out of time. I think
it's the best way of anything. It's satire.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. She tried to play the satire card, and they're like, no, not really. So for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Didn't she also post that? Because I saw it on X when I went on Twitter X, and I saw the same day it was like Trump news, Trump assassination attempt, blah blah blah, and then like Katy Perry, New World music video out now. It's like
yes.
Well, if it's
the same day.
She got it on the right day then.
Yeah, she did.
Got buried.
Yeah. So this is Women's World. So here's some of the shots from that. The song includes images, phrases like Rosie the Riveter or whatever. So her, being a female icon, but drinking, I don't know. I mean, honestly, people get outraged about the silliest things.
Satire.
Yeah. So what was it like banging Katy Perry?
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
You'll see at the show.
Oh, look, you guys obviously slept together after that. There was chemistry there, Mario. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I didn't think there was gonna be, because she's kind of like on the show, kind of like I thought Lionel Richie was gonna be my guy to like who'd understand, but they were all into it. Luke Bryan, I think Luke Bryan was the most. He was the most had a crush on me for sure. He was like, I told him he looked great in a speedo. He was flattered, like it was the whole thing. I talked to him a lot too. They just I was in there for 45 minutes, but they cut it down obviously to like a 10-minute thing. Right. But I talked to Luke Bryan a lot. I think he
Come on down to my ranch.
And see, that's Mario Adrian, comedian, who's going to be at the screening room this Saturday talking about his viral American Idol audition. And honestly, you can follow him on Instagram because the man's instincts as far as how to connect, engage, and basically break through has been spot on his entire career. Hilarious comedian as well, and super nice. So again, screening room show's going to be in like 9:30. You can get your tickets at screeningroom.com this Saturday. I'd like to thank you for joining us again, Mario. This is our second time, hopefully not the last time. And I know it won't be. I also like to thank Chef Kenneth Foy, who's joining the show, reigning, defending Iron Chef champion. Don't forget, Meet the Chef is coming up here in August. You can go to Meet the Chef Tucson to go ahead and get your tickets to be a participant in the competition, or just to enjoy a bunch of food. And that's ironcheftucson.com, actually. And Meet the Chef is going to be August 25th on a Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for our show. But I'd like to thank everyone for listening. As always, don't forget to subscribe, youtube.com/bevegan. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. Until then, Robin Nash is up next. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
that was good. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Stay on here real quick, Mario.
If you've been mean or kind of bad,
thank you guys for watching.
Knock out all your teeth.